Hello, my name's Katie and today I'm going to be taking you through my very first purchase from Shein. I've taken my hay fever tablet, it's kicked in and I'm ready to go. So I'm currently job free right now and my budget is basically zero, but I did get some money for my birthday and I decided to spend it on buying some clothes. If you've seen my video on how I found my style, you might remember my Venn diagram that I made. And I mentioned at the time that I thought it would be interesting to refer to this diagram next time I bought clothes to see if it would help me make decisions about what to buy. And I really wanted to try this out. So I decided to use my birthday money on it. Now I actually had some other criteria about where I wanted to shop from. Firstly, a place that had clothes in my size. Secondly, I was really obsessed with getting some of those tiny little hair clips that I talked about in my 2000s styles that I hope come back video. And thirdly, I needed a new notebook because I do daily journaling and my current notebook was nearly full, so I needed a place that sold stationery as well. And I did a Google search and the first website that came up was Shein, so that was basically why I decided to shop from there. It wasn't any other reason. Alright, let's look at the clothes. So I chose 4 pieces of clothing and 3 pairs of earrings, I think, and some hair clips. So let me take you through those. The first thing I chose was this tunic, which was from their Emery Rose collection, which is more of a cottagecore type collection. It's this nice dark green colour. It's a tunic, so I would probably style that with some leggings or a pair of pants. It's not long enough to be worn as a dress, for me personally. The fabric is a nice kind of linen with a very subtle check, but it is quite thin and it's see-through in certain lights, so I think I'd have to be careful about that. The buttons have a wood or cork look to them, but they're actually plastic. This pattern at the bottom which is very pretty, is actually printed on. I'm not sure how this pattern would hold up in the washing machine, so I'd probably have to hand wash it. And this is the kind of fabric that shrinks if you put it through the dryer, so I'd probably want to hang it up to dry. So it'll take a little bit more care. Also, I wasn't quite happy with the way it drapes. I bought the largest size that was available because I was hoping for a bit more of a drapey, oversized look, but that's how it came, so never mind. I still do like it anyway. Next up is these earrings, which I think also have a very cottagecore or Maury K look. They're clear resin with dried flowers in them, and they have a crystal point shape to them. And I've actually been wanting earrings like this for years, so I was happy to see them and I got them straight away. The next piece also falls into the cottagecore part of the Venn diagram. It's a dress in this lovely mustard yellow colour with flowers. I think it would be really good to wear in summer. It's got an elastic waistline and it has ruffles at the bottom hem and also at the sleeves. I really like this dress. I think it looks really cute on me. The only issue is that the fabric, as you can see, is quite thin and you can see my leggings underneath it. So I just have to be careful about what underwear I wear under it. But I'm going to put this one away and keep it for summer. Oh, and by the way, with a lot of these outfits, I am wearing leggings underneath that I already own because it's the middle of winter here at the moment and it's pretty cold. The only other thing to note about this dress is that it does have overlocking to finish off the sleeves and also the bottom hem, instead of having a folded over hem, which is the sign of a more cheaply made garment, but it was cheap, so you know. The next thing I chose was this pair of earrings, which is kind of a cloud theme with a moon and an iridescent blue, and in the light it sort of turns into an orangey red, but mainly a blue colour that comes through, and I thought they would look really great in a fairy K or other pastel cute outfit. Then I decided I was going to look for a t-shirt with a logo on it, and I thought a black t-shirt would look good with a grunge outfit, so I trawled through and found this one. I really like the logo. I feel like it touches on how I feel a lot of the time, especially as an artist, with my ideas going into this black hole in the center. And I was really happy with this t-shirt. It's nice and roomy. The fabric is very soft and it's quite thick. It feels like not too bad quality actually. Next up I chose these earrings, which are a UFO which is hovering over a cow and sucking it up, which I thought was so funny and really cute. And I feel like it combines that 90s aesthetic with the aliens, and I love the X-Files, so I was totally into that. But also combined with the pastel part, I really felt like I could incorporate that into, say, pastel grunge outfit. The only thing I need to comment with them is that they do have a few scratches on them. I don't know if you can see in the upper part here. But hey, if you can't see them, then probably no one else can either. So, hey. Now onto my newly found obsession with 2000s fashion. I chose 2 sets of tiny claw hair grips. They had so many on the website. It was really hard to choose. But I ended up going with one set that was pink and purple, butterflies, very 2000s to have butterfly shaped ones. And I thought the pink and purple would go really well with a Fairy Kay or Decora outfit. There was a set of 12 in the packet, and they were a lot sturdier than they looked at first, so I was very happy about that. Then the other set of clips I got were some green ones, and in 3 different shades of green, and I loved these because they have little frogs on them, as you can see. Which I thought was really funny because it kind of plays into the cottagecore, goblincore culture, which is really obsessed with frogs. And I just really liked that. And I know that probably you wouldn't use these tiny little clips in a goblincore outfit, but maybe I'll try it one day. Why not? So these ones had 18 in the packet, which is very generous. And I've already been using them to style my hair in various different ways, and it's a lot of fun. And the last item I want to show you today is this ensemble. I'd been really wanting a pair of tartan pants for a very long time, so I did a quick search on the site, and the only ones in my size were ones that were part of a pajama set. But I chose this one because I liked the top part of the set as well. I thought I could wear that with some layered looks, which you can see here that I'm wearing with a t-shirt I already owned. Now I was a bit worried about these because the 5XL was sold out, and so I bought a 4XL, but I was a little bit worried that they might be too small. When I was looking at the picture, I thought they were made from a non-stretch fabric, maybe a flannel or something. But when they arrived, I found that they were actually made out of a stretch polyester type fabric. So I was happy about that. And they do fit. The only thing that's not ideal is that they're a lot shinier than if they'd been made out of, say, a flannel or a cotton, which is probably not ideal for a grunge look, but I'll look past that. Also, the pant legs are a bit long, so I think what I'm going to do is take them up a bit and maybe put in an elasticated cuff and give them a bit more of a streetwear look. And I don't really know how I feel about wearing them as a set like I have here. I'm not sure I would do that normally. For me, it feels a bit more like double denim, you know, it's overkill, but maybe one day I'll try it. I was a tiny bit concerned about how much packaging they would come in. Each piece came in a bag like this, which is actually a lot sturdier relatively than I thought it would be. And they have these Ziploc closures, so I could actually keep each bag and use them to store craft supplies in, so I was pleased at that. So my first experience of buying things at Shein was a pretty good one. I didn't have any of the horror stories like some of the ones you hear online. My parcel arrived very fast, their communication was good, and as for the price, to be honest, it was around about the same as you would probably buy from a retailer here in Australia, such as Kmart or Big W. But the big difference is that they were a lot more fashionable, and so that was really appealing to me. The only thing I can't really comment on at the moment is how these clothes will stand up over time, but truth will out, as they say. So maybe I'll do an update in the future about how these clothes have held up over time. Well, just before I end the video, I'd like to address the elephant in the room. Hi George, what would you like to say today? Well, Katie, I'd like to talk about fast fashion. These are clothes designed to be made and sold as cheaply as possible. They're not expected to last more than a year, or even a couple of months. They're made by people who are underpaid and work in unsafe conditions. The chemicals used to make and dye the fabrics are also harmful to the environment. But there are also many reasons why people buy fast fashion. People who don't have much money have no other choice but to buy cheaper clothes. People living in larger bodies often don't have access to better quality clothes, as fast fashion companies may be the only ones that make clothes in their size. And social media's demand for novelty makes people feel pressured to buy new outfits frequently. I believe it's not just the fashion industry that we need to rethink, but the whole of our society. If we move away from profit as the only motive and be more inclusive, then everyone can benefit. Thanks for that, George. If you made it this far into the video, thank you very much for watching from me and from George, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!